Welcome back. In other stories tonight, with youth unemployment on a rise in the West Nile sub-region, Enabel, a Belgian development agency with funding from the European Union, has implemented a skills development project called Support Skilling Uganda that has so far seen 7,500 youth from the refugee hosting districts trained in different disciplines, which has increased the employability of youth in that area. More than this intervention of this report.
A number of studies have estimated that almost 14 out of 100 youths aged 18 to 30 cannot find employment. And according to the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, the rate among refugee youths is even higher, standing at 44%. Finding a need for prioritization of vocational education to address one of Uganda's most pressing challenges of youth unemployment during this critical economic hardship, Enabel, the Belgian development agency, has provided youths with relevant and quality employable skills in carpentry, bakery, saloon, mechanics, welding, wood and joinery, among others, through scholarships and entrepreneurship skills.
Majorly refugees, they're looking either for employment or a means of survival. And if you are providing them ways of generating income, perhaps see that it's a good impact because somebody is able to generate income and pay, meet health-related costs.
And some of the refugees that are brought for us are people that don't have hope.
According to Support Skilling Uganda Intervention Manager at Enabel, Charles Okot, the country is steadily recovering from the devastating effects of COVID-19, where the pandemic severely affected livelihoods and deterred job creation for young people, worsening the already dire employment situation. Okot told NBS that at Enabel, they will continue to do labor market scans to match their trainees with jobs and also help them create their own employment through giving technical and logistical support.
And after giving us the refugee startup kits, we ensure that they use the startup kits to start up their different business ventures. And once they start those business ventures, we ensure that we also do some follow-up support in terms of could be ensuring that they properly maintain those machines or tools, but also give them some capacity building in terms of entrepreneurship so that they can become more resilient.
We have received the 3 laptops and the 1 giant printer. They also supported us with some grant. That grant helped us to bring a transaction of finance closer to the people by opening urgent banking.
Adiga Hamim, a resident of Ochea village in Vepi Parish in Terego district, is one of the beneficiaries. Adiga got trained for 6 months, sponsored by Enabel. At the graduation, he received his startup package and now owns a workshop in his village where he extends the training he got to fellow youths.
I cannot work alone. My colleagues whom I was with them in school, I called them here, there.
He says this is impacting his life positively.
Money I'm making, it helps me. I do pay my children's school fees, and that money also helped me to build a small house.
Other beneficiaries say that the program has helped them build financial muscle.
So we provide also employment to ourselves and employment to other people who wanted to work to help the community.
I'm repair phones. I can also install solar, repairing phones, lights. Since this training I have done is helping a lot. Up to now, you can see my life, I can change.
I make money in bakery to pay school fees, to buy clothes, and farming.
The refugee desk officer, Solomon Osakan, says when the refugees came to West Nile, there wasn't enough land to produce food to support families amidst decreasing funding and increasing food rationing by humanitarian organizations. This called for a paradigm shift to have the tailored skills training responsive to the labor market demands.
The issue at hand is to impart skills to these youth so that they are able to move out of the settlement with the freedom of movement that is offered by government to go and work in areas where there is work for like using vocational skills to bring an income home.
Tracer studies indicate that about 7 out of 10 of the youths, women and girls trained in the labor market relevant technical and vocational skills find employment in the shortest time, thus a significant effect on the communities.
We saw a total of about 65% of the graduates throughout this period, getting employed 6 months after graduation.
This intervention is done in coordination with the Ministry of Education and Sports, thus aligning the activities of the country's strategic plan of skilling Ugandans, which seeks to transform business, technical, vocational education and training into a system of skills development for employment, enhanced productivity and growth. The project will run up to 2024 and has been rolled out in the refugee hosting districts of Terego, Madi, Okolo, Yumbe, Adjumani and Kiriandongo. Kanari Mugume, Nalwadan Sanji, NBS, Live at 9.
We're now going to be joined by Christine Karungi. She is